I'm Kimberly Bengali, and I am from the sunny Bay Area, San Francisco area, just north of Silicon Valley, World of Innovation. Very excited to be creating a video for the Marie Forleo Scholarship application. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be able to apply in this manner and to possibly perhaps receive a scholarship to attend B School, which perhaps I wouldn't be able to do at this time otherwise. So thank you for this opportunity. Also, thank you for all your wonderful content. Every time I watch your videos, I find gems, and things that I can apply in my business and in my life and in my relationships every day. So thank you for that and all you do. A little bit about me. You wanted to know who I am. So like I said, I'm from the Bay Area, and I am a wife to a wonderful husband. I'm a mother of 5 children, and I think I value, I guess, just to share a little bit about who I really am to you. I'm really about family. I'm all about faith and hope, and that's what's in my heart. So if somebody were to tell you a little bit about me, and they were to describe me, somebody who knows me well, they would tell you that I am very loving and kind, very thoughtful, extremely thoughtful, sometimes to my own detriment. And this is true, but I would also tell you something negative. To be fair, they would tell you that I don't always finish what it is that I set out to do. I don't always accomplish the goal. In fact, a lot of times I'd miss the target because I'm easily distracted. I am busy with the day-to-day, and so I don't always keep my focus on the things that really in my heart and in the bigger picture matter so much more. So that's something that does not help my life goals. Those are just a little bit of things about me. I have a list of negatives I could share with you, but I'm not going to. I will tell you this, though. I'm excited to share a little bit about my business. That was the next thing you wanted to know, and that is, I'm trying to keep this as brief as possible. A little bit about my business is I have a company called Design a Dollhouse, and similar to Build a Bear in the name, Design a Dollhouse, and that's just what it is. The customers that I have the opportunity to design their own dollhouses, room by room, space by space, and make it extremely personal to them. And I call my company, I affectionately call it the purple cow of the dollhouse industry. And that is because I am offering something that no one else offers, and it is extraordinary. It is exceptional. It's completely different from what's out there, and it really, really is fabulous. And so I make these modular rooms that fold down and can be stored away. I create, and they can be builded upon each other. They're very strong. I also create fold-away rooms that can actually be stored behind a piano. I'm changing the way the dollhouse industry looks at dollhouses, and making dollhouses available for people who even don't have a lot of space in their house. So that's exciting. I also design the furniture and the accessories, and I love interior design, so I have really, really brought that all into my concept of this Design a Dollhouse. Now, I do all this work by myself, which is not the best thing. I am trying to create a way for my business to be more scalable, something that I can build, because I have a bigger vision than just what I can do. And so I'm working now with some friends who are very talented, who are helping me work on how to make patterns, DIY, and PDF patterns, and things that I could actually put more into the customer's hands of what to do, so that it's not all on stuff I have to make. And so DIY kits and things like that. I'm working on that. And I have my own website. It's designaddollhouse.com, and I made that through Wix, and it needs probably some help, but I did the best I could. And so anyways, that's a little bit about my business. And also, you wanted to know the whys. So I will tell you the whys, and I'll try to keep it brief because it's very from the heart, this why story. From a business standpoint, and this is just not even the most important why, but I will say this, from a business standpoint, when I look at what's available out there, the cumbersome plastic, hot pink cardboard accessories painted on the walls rather than actual accessories, dollhouses that I see out there available, it's yucky to see that. So I want to, and my why for that, for the business standpoint of that, is that I want to bring something better, something greater, something that means more to people because it's actually special. So that's the why for that part. But there's a more deeply personal why. This is a very personal why. When I was a little girl, my mom made a dollhouse for my sisters and I, and she did it on a couple of Christmases, 2 different floors on different Christmases, when my family didn't have a lot of money. My dad worked really hard, and she stayed home with us. There were 5 kids, and she just was trying to do something really special that would make Christmas amazing, and that would help the children have that magic of Christmas. And boy, did she pull it off. My dad helped her cut the wood and everything, so he was involved as well. But she designed the most beautiful, beautiful dollhouse that I have ever seen to this day. It was big because it was made for Barbie-sized dolls, and it was cumbersome, so it took up a giant space. But it was amazing. The rooms that she designed for the daughters, for us girls, she thought about our personalities, about fabrics that would be beautiful in that space. She thought about artwork that we would love. She thought of every little detail. She baked French bread loaves and shellacked them and made them so that they were, fine to leave out. And just did everything possible to make this house completely realistic, and it was beautiful. And I considered it an heirloom from the moment I saw it. And I spent my whole childhood playing with that dollhouse, and it meant so much to me because I knew the quality. The quality was there. I wasn't thinking along these lines when I was little. I was just excited to be playing with it. But it was a quality item. But more importantly, I knew my mom had made that dollhouse out of love. She knew each daughter personally, and she was making something that was from her heart. And sorry, hello world. This is me, YouTube. Wow. Anyway, so it was a very personal toy to me, very, very special. And it was something that I would have loved to have kept forever. But the bad news is that as I got older, I was a teenager and I didn't play with it much. And my mom eventually gave it to some neighbor with some young children. And I don't blame her, but I have always missed that toy. And I have always thought, since that time, I knew someday I would be designing and creating a dollhouse for a daughter of mine. I knew that. But fast forward several years, and I had 4 sons. And so not a single one of them liked to play with dolls. They're all very masculine, and I love that about them. But darn it, when do I get to design this dollhouse? And then Bella came, and she is my girl, and she's 6 years old now. And I started thinking about how I wanted to design her that dollhouse I always dreamt of. And I looked at what was out there and saw the impersonal junk that was available. And I thought, someone could make a business out of doing something better than what's out there. And bingo, the light went on. I decided to create dollhouses that, first of all, would never have to be. My mom got rid of my dollhouse because she had to. There wasn't space. And so I thought, how can I create a product that people don't have to get rid of? Like, it can actually come down and yet be super strong. And that's when I started designing rooms that were a little more innovative and actually could be taken down and stuck under a bed, or taken down and put in a box and stored in the garage, and safe and yet strong. Also extremely personal. So that is the why behind the company. Is I want the clients and the customers to be able to get very creative. One thing I've learned through my life so far is creativity truly does bring joy to people. And I long to bring that joy to myself, to my family, but also to everyone out there who loves dolls. And so I'm working on this business, and there's a couple more whys I want to share with you if you'll allow me the time. I have, as I mentioned, 5 kids, and all of them are entrepreneurial minded. Now, I wasn't raised in a home where that was encouraged necessarily. I was supposed to do certain things certain way and get a job and do all that. And yet in my heart, I've always been very driven by, wanting to do something different, wanting to do my own thing. And I've been home raising these kids, and I'm at this point thinking, I have this opportunity to create a company and to show them that a person can, at any age, take an idea, a thought, a vision that's come to them, and create it into something wonderful. And it can be something I just want them to grow up knowing that they had an example of entrepreneurialism and the opportunity to have a vision of something and to bring that vision into fruition through proper mentoring and extra effort and just love and excitement and passion. And I'm just so grateful for the opportunity that I've had to share this little bit of my world with you, Marie Forleo and team. And thank you so much. And I hope that you all have a wonderful day. And I hope to see you at B School. Bye-bye.